You could probably train that up there, but again, terrain. We can put more trucks on it, but we've already got a full suite, I think. Got a load of cistern trucks. Okay, I think we'll start doing the whole plastic thing. We'll have a go at that. So first thing we need to do is split this connection here. If I can remember how to do it. Like liquids, 1 in 3 ounce. So it needs to come in something like that, probably. Fire truck can get into a building via footpaths, but it's a bit dumb. Yeah. It doesn't look great, does it? Where's the underground track? If I just pause that. Cool. So that's full of oil. That's now filling up with oil. So this one we'll use for the plastic factory. So for that we need fossil fuels. That needs gravel, wood, crops and oil. Gravel, wood, crops and oil. Presume we can just pipe the oil in. The gravel comes from... That's our main gravel thing. However, we are making it here, and we could potentially belt gravel over here somewhere, maybe, and store some more. And then potentially gravel, just send it straight in to the plant. So we can then pump oil and gravel straight in. And then we've only got to bring in on a truck the wood and the crops. Maybe the train will be worth the money if we export. I generally don't know if we can keep up with it. We've definitely got the oil. We've definitely got the gravel. We can belt that in effectively. The wood and the crops. It's then going to make 0.8 tons of chemicals, which we can then send straight into this plant. It will import chemicals and oil and produce plastic. And then, yeah, we've got to get the plastic out of here and sell it. The issue is that we're just overusing this. It's just not big enough. Did somebody say there's a mod that... Does it change this or make it bigger or just make it quicker? Or do we just build a train station here and just import stuff to here, store it, and have a massive extra truck bay? Is that the solution? There's a mod called Improve Customs. What does it do? Just speed that up? Because it's just a huge bottleneck. It speeds up loading and unloading times. Let me save this. You save. Workshop buildings. How did I access it last time? Workshop. Let's see. So what have we got? We've got what's it called? Improved customs. Improved customs. Yeah, it looks like that one. Excuse me. It's all written in Russian. Are you tired of your trucks waiting in line until one truck leaves customs? Then this mod is for you. Installation instructions. Sign the mod. Find the folder building type located in blah 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 blah. Copy and paste in the game folder. Accept changes plain. What? You what, mate? It seems that the water and sewage system doesn't work on that mod if you look down the comments. Water doesn't work for me, don't know why. What was the other one? Larger construction office. Construction offices pack. Blimey, that's a big construction office. Small and large and a big construction office with space for 20 vehicles. People's favourite. Huge construction office with 32 vehicle spaces. I like the sound of that. Thanks, Carmville. Right, I'll subscribe to the construction one. Hope you plan on playing the new maps. What are the new maps? What new maps? From what I could work out, there's like 2 maps in this game and they're both fixed in the resources. Because I tried a new game and then I tried it again and the resources were exactly the same on both maps. Which made me think that it's not a random thing. There's even a church mod. Resources are fixed. There is a map generator. How do I load the mods in again? Load game. How do I tell it what mods I want? Or does it just automatically load everything? Mod buildings. Oh, here you go. It's automatically done it, look. Got a church. We'll put the church next to the hospital. Right. Huge construction office. Look at this. So instead of having these little poxy construction offices, you can now have this monster one. 32 parking spaces. You know what the instructions said on Improved Customs mod? Nope. I haven't installed Improved Customs mod because I looked at the instructions and the comments saying things were broken and just went meh. So I need to figure out a different way. So what I'm thinking is maybe we just have a train line coming in and just import stuff on a train and just have a big storage bay and just use that as a truck unloading point instead. You're happy to see a train roll. Concrete-based railway. Concrete-based railway, 150k, 70k. Like, it really doesn't matter, does it? So we do that. How do I build a station again? For cargo. Cargo train station. Fuel unloading, offloading. Train aggregate loading. Train aggregate unloading. So if we're importing... Oh, we're trying to bring in coal. You can belt it from train stop to steelworks. As in, what? Belt the coal all the way across here? Actually, we're building up a coal storage now. Looking at this, we're actually starting to make our own. I don't think we're buying as much. Still got coal trucks though, bizarrely. Is that based on what the distribution centre's doing? Coal and... Oh right, it's going to try and load it to 80%. So I think that will truck stuff in if the coal gets less than 40%. I believe. We're still bringing iron ore in by the look of it. Yeah, we're bringing iron. We have a coal... That's what I'm saying. We have a coal mine now, and it's starting to... I think it's starting to build up the coal. See that? Now we've got a decent output. Yeah, look at that. So yeah, I think we're okay for coal. Should not import coal at all, just open storage for coal ore. Well, that's okay saying that, but the steel factory would have shut down if we wasn't importing coal. Because we was never storing it, whereas now we're actually outputting enough coal to not bother bringing it in anymore. I mean, what we could just do for the coal now is say, well, if it gets less than like 20%, then start bringing it in. You know, just in case something happens with the coal. But now that's more than 20%. It shouldn't move coal anymore. So the next problem is the iron ore. We could import iron ore on a belt here. In theory, we could belt it all the way across. We could belt it all the way over here, direct from the train line into there. But you can't belt it from one of these nodes, can you? So he shouldn't have coal anymore, even though he does. So they should only be loading iron now, which they are. Right, so how do we import iron into here and then belt it out? That's the next question. I presume we need a train... Need a train aggregate unloading. One of these. Is it more practical to belt it all the way than get a train line in place? Yeah, but you can't belt it directly from customs. You have to unload it off a train first, I think. So we have to do something like this, I believe. So we build that. And this could be completely wrong. Too steep of a descent. Presume we can do that. Like, I love the way it wouldn't let me build that because it was too steep of a descent, but it's built this janky thing. It's built a train line around the mountain. You can, but honestly, that would cost millions of rubles. I think the belt solution is a lot easier. So I presume I need a train depot. Somewhere along the line. Down here, maybe. Why is that like weirdly... Why does that like go up and... like ramps up at both ends? See, Kelly? Train depot, long train depot. No idea if this is going to work. They dump the ore down on belts under the wagons. I think any train's happy with a ramp like that. Anyway, so I presume what we do is we buy a train here and then tell it to import from there to there. But do I need a distribution center to do that? And what's the storage bay here? This building has no connection to warehouses or factories. Okay, so I've got to now build... Got a conveyor out of here. All the way over there. That is a train depot. That's what that is. You don't need a distribution center. Okay. So if I start building a... What was it? Conveyor tower, no road connection. So we build one of these. We start heading off up the hills. Oh, you scumbag game. That goes straight into the iron ore. Lovely. Club Villain, thank you for 13 months. Eddie Ed, thank you for 18. Tikus, thank you for 4. Boken, 15. Thank you, guys. Right, so how do we tell it to import now? Do I just need to create a line and a train? And just say, import from there and dump it here, and magic happens. Buy a new vehicle or mechanism with rubles. Good soundbite. Cargo wagon. What's a gondola? Wait, the hopper car can bring in iron. The open car cannot bring in iron. Is it literally the hopper car and that's it? 60 tons of iron? I presume it's that one. Alright, so 3 of them and a diesel locomotive. Don't really care about speed. It's more about the tractive effort than anything else. Value. Diesel loco. I thought that said diesel loco hype. M2870, 1300 kilowatts, does 100 Ks. It's got a very short distance to run. I'd hope one of them would work. I mean, that's 180 tons of stuff. I have no idea if that's enough. Seems like a lot of iron ore. So get rid of that. Go to a line. Create a new line. Let's just call it iron import train. Yes, I want to save the changes, obviously. New stop. Right, go here. Go here. Load 100% of anything. Not really. I don't want to load 100% of anything. How do I change that? Iron, not iron ore. Yeah, but it won't let me do anything. I can't filter it. Maybe you need to add the train to define it. Line needs at least 2 stops. Wait, what? You stop. Here. You stop. Here. Vehicle type road vehicle. Wait, what? I don't want a road vehicle. Do I have to click on the right bit? This is weird. What? Ah, I know what I've done. I know what it is. Hang on. It's because I'm under road lines here, isn't it? Let me get rid of that. Rail lines. This is a bit different, but I'm getting it now. Right, so go to here, go to here. 100% of anything is not what I want, but we'll save it. Right, now it's got the train. Copy that and set it to that. Vehicles assigned to this line. Right, okay. So can I now say, there we go. Right, iron ore. No, iron there. And then, no. When you get to the custom house, load up on iron. When you get to here, unload everything. Fine. Go. Right, let's see what happens. That's quite a short platform. I hope it'll load all three. Blimey, that takes a while. Thing is, because I've got these lines merging here, you kind of need some signal control over this. We need like a signal block. But this is a two-way bit of track, so signals, place semaphore, place a chain. Mixed. Places a mixed semaphore. Mixed semaphore, normal pre-signal, double semaphore. Which do I need? Yeah, but Costello, if I wanted to have another train using that customs, like, let's say I want to start training in crops, right? I'd need to have another type of station. We can't just unload crops like that. But the problem is, you've only got one track you can come in here. I don't know, Club Villain, I wouldn't say that. That takes so long to load up. That takes an insane amount of time. It is a lot of stuff, yeah. But the problem I have is that you've only got... I mean, these customs things are just really annoying because you've got one line here. So you can only ever load one thing from customs at a time. One thing. And as you can see, it takes so long. That's pretty much nothing else. What's the destination storage like? 870. Blimey. So if I put more cars on the back of this, I don't even think it's going to benefit anything. AMH Logistics, thank you for 22 months. Should be ready for leaving. You didn't like playing it yourself, Velvet. Yeah, I can get that. There it goes. Let's see what dizzying speeds it gets to. $40Ks. This game nearly made me smash my PC with a baseball bat numerous times. Very frustrating. I wouldn't... that's not been my experience. I've had games in the past that have made me want to break my computer, but this is not one of them. I presume this is going to do a 180 when it's finished. Right, okay, so... is that even on the belt now? Right, it doesn't model that very well, does it? Alright, so, like in Factorio, you'd see the contents moving along the belt all the way. In this, it just seems to inject it into here, and it's already there. What happens if you add like 6 cars on the back of this train? What does it do? Would it still load all 6 even though it sticks out of this station? Is it a modded belt? It's a modded tower. It loads all of them. Because I don't know if it's better to have fewer hoppers on the back or just a load of hoppers on the back. Because all it's going to do is just squirt it down here into that. Length means nothing, so it seems. Apart from when they're on the road. Conveyor belts length means nothing. You pretty much insta-transfer stuff on a belt. That's what it seems to be. I'm used to Factorio belts. It will still load even if the back is out of station. Yeah, but that's not my question. My question is, what is a better choice? Is it better to leave it as 3 and let it shuttle, or just put a load of cars on the back so it spends ages loading, and then it goes here and just injects 600 tons, and then goes back and does it again? Better to have 2. Unloading and loading can be done in parallel somewhat. Thing is, I don't have a crossover section, do I? So I don't know how that would work. I mean, effectively, you could have one engine and 1 car. One would be unloading while one's loading, and they would just keep swapping. It would, Jones, which is why I'm asking. Yeah, I think you're right there, Berlin. I think ultimately what we need to do is just make our own. Right, where can we get iron from? Apparently there's iron over here, which will produce iron ore, I assume, and then we'll have to convert it into iron. No, I've not had any lockup CCTV. How much are you saving versus instant import using this? Is it worth it? I'm doing it to stop the bottleneck of trucks. That's the reason for doing that. But ultimately, you've got to make your own. What I'm trying to do is get to a point where we can just not have these trucks bring it in Why are you bringing in coal? Are you serious? We have loads of coal. I told it's only... I told it's only on load if it's on less than 20% coal. I want to keep 20% coal. Did it drop below 20%? Doesn't feel like it did. He's just dropped. There's nothing on the belt. There you go. 244 tons of iron. Boom. Now, we have no workers working at the steel mill. So I'm thinking we pull that same trick that we pulled a minute ago and build some apartment blocks nearby. I can't understand why unemployment is high and yet there's nobody working at the steel mill. I don't get that. Unemployed workers, 11%. How about you work down here? They can't work due to no workplace. That's a lie. That is a complete lie. Oh, I've got plenty of buses. Don't you worry about that. That block's full. That's full. That's got one person in it. 6 people. Full. Nearly full. We've got buses everywhere. Buses going to here. Buses going to here. I think the problem is because they won't take multiple bus journeys. Because, like, they won't take the bus from here to here and then here to here. There has to be a bus that takes them directly. Which there is, but it's only from there, I think. So that's fine if it's in range. You'd think that's enough, but apparently it's not. I'm hesitant to hire more workers when we've got unemployment. Adults who cannot study, 80. Unemployed workers, 14%. Due to low education, 3%. Most of it is down to no workplace. I don't understand that. Genuinely don't understand that. It's the total jobs needed, then multiply by 3 for each shift. Yeah, so the steel worker needs 500, multiplied by 3 is 1,500 people they can employ. And it doesn't have anything like that. Nothing like it. I'm thinking about just putting a bus stop here and more apartment blocks and then setting those people only to work there. Bus station's only for workers. No, it's not. This one. This has got loads of students waiting, but I don't remember the student bus line coming into here. See, the unibus goes into there, so why would you want students waiting here? A bus platform over here. I wonder if I build these, I wonder how long it'll take if we construct these ourselves. If I put these really close together, I don't think it matters as long as we have the footpath down the outside. I mean, it's not a great view for people, but, you know, whatever. We'll just build a path like that. Oh, I hate the way it does this. You can get it to do things, but you have to do it in a way that it accepts. It's a bit weird. Alright, let's see what that does. Construction. So presumably this whole thing wait, shouldn't that start? Do I need to assign this to construct them, or will it just automatically do it? Find some constructions. What do I do? Click on that. Progress is 0%. Unfinished footpath. Assign new construction. Road connection with construction office does not exist. Dude, that's a lie. Do I have to assign the road first? Is that what it is? That bit of road? And then I can do that? Oh, I don't know. Hang on. It looks like you're better off just making the roads. Which is just stupid. Is that even connected? Who knows? Okay, it's happy with that now. Can't add those. It doesn't make any sense, this. I think we just have a dead-end road because it just doesn't look as bad. It really doesn't make it easy to construct things yourself. It makes it quite tricky because you can't say build this because it says, oh, there's no road connection. Yeah, but build the road. You'd think if the road was on its list, it would then allow you to build this. But it doesn't. Like, the road is on the list of things to do, but I can't add that because it just says it doesn't have a road. But you're building it! You need to what? Accept construction of the footpaths. What do you mean? I think you need to click construct planned infrastructure to start building. Oh. What do I do that? What do I do that? Specify. What do I do that? Construction vehicles can't respond to nothing. I know that. How do I tell it to build the stuff then? Oh wow, that's cool. Oh, it was that. I remember. Was it construction industry? No. I can't remember where you do it. Was it this thing? It was this thing, wasn't it? Fund construction from rubles. Start construction of planned infrastructure. That was it. Can I now add that? You still can't add it. It's honestly easier to just build it with rubles and just make your money from oil. Instead of having all that aggro, you just go, yeah, build it with rubles, don't care. That's the nice apartment block. Relatively speaking. Would you pump the oil second train station or the border? What? I don't understand your sentence. Build some more here. Right, so then what we do is we import people into these, tell them all to work there, and then make a bus. I mean, I don't... What are they queuing up for, these people? There's like 110 workers waiting for a bus. They've no idea where the bus goes. There's no published bus schedule, and they're all standing there anyway. They just take the first bus they can. It's bonkers. Right. Let's do a new stop. I'm going to go from here. I'm going to drop you off here. We're going to call it Steel Workers. Oh, don't tell me you just cancelled it. You just cancelled it. God's sake. There's parts of this interface that are very frustrating. Create a new line. No. Don't know what that one is. Go away. Go away. I'm not used to this, like, having to say, yes, I want to do the thing that I just told you to do. Like, you say, rename the line, and you go, oh, I want to call it Steelworker. And you say, save, but it doesn't save. You've then got to go, yes, I want to save my changes. And if you forget to do that and you click X, it then says, do you want to accept? Do you want to close the window without accepting changes? So do you want to click on a positive icon to do a negative thing? And you do that and you throw away everything you just did. What? There's much better ways of doing this. It is a rant, because it's honestly stupid the way it works. But whatever. Right, we'll add a stop from here to here. And I'll say, yes, I definitely want to do that. And then we'll buy some buses. Alright, I thought I'd move 500 people. Go. Right. Okay, now, next thing is we say that everybody here is going to work. Do we need to buy people in first? I think we do. $160 people. You all work. There are no connections to this building, or it's too distant. Five buses. Well, let me think about it, Berlin. The steel factory takes 500 workers on 3 shifts. That's 1,500 people. Each bus takes 128 people. So I have 5 buses, which at maximum capacity would be able to move those 500 people in 1 shift. That's the way I've done it. Now, why can't I click that? Tell them what? They have to go to the bus station. How do I tell them that? Add the workplace to the bus station, not the building. This could be a problem. It's getting a bit busy. I think they're going to need a different bus station for the steel workers. SquirrelPlus platform. Okay. So, anybody that comes here will go and work in there. Right, so if we send any buses to here now, they should all work in there, I hope. So now, if we bring the steel workers up and we change the line to say bus platform 3, bus platform 2, get rid of that, and then add that. Platform 3. So they should shuttle between there now. And anybody that goes there works here. So I think the way the game seems to work is people go down to the bus station with not really an idea about what they're going to do. They just get on a bus that takes them somewhere, and then when they get off, they kind of go, oh, I'll go and work in here. And then the next day they do the same thing. That's kind of what it feels like. Enable line spacing. Line spacing is disabled. Because I still can't tell people to work here. So I can't make these people work here in the way that I said these people will work here. They're within walking distance, so I can do that. But because they're not, it won't let me. Is how it seems to be. This, I don't know what's going on with this. Are they actually making this? 0 tons of asphalt. We're making asphalt, aren't we? We have an asphalt factory somewhere. Like that. There. Asphalt plant. "13 tons of it on its way." Now that road is now built, which presumably means I can now add that to the list to be constructed. It auto adds. That was interesting. Pretty much. So, has that improved the situation? Yes. We are now smashing out steel. Maxed out on coal and iron, which is interesting. That's now full. That's now doing pretty well. So that import has definitely fixed that problem. Which means we don't need those trucks anymore to do what they were doing. So they've more or less stood down now. Which should help at the border. Because the only thing going to the border now, really, is the steel trucks that are selling. And I suspect the steel mill is producing a fair amount of steel that we're not really shipping because we don't have enough steel trucks. Yeah, so I can't remember if I did that as a line. Steel workers. I can't remember which line is. I think it's that one. Yeah, it's these guys here. They can carry 27 tons of steel. Actually, that's quite a chunk of steel. Maybe add one more. One more, is it a flatbed or something? Open hole. Is it one of them? I think it was one of them. I just copied that over. Must be vehicle of same type. Okay. Imported a lot of stuff last year. I think now's the time to start looking at where the import costs are. I suspect it's iron ore or iron. We should be making decent money, but I suspect we just cannot shift. This fuel and bitumen. How many trucks have we got on there? It's such a long run. We should be able to put loads of trucks on that line. It's such a long run between here and here. See that? I switched to selling them here again. Dude, why? What are you importing? They're importing iron. And coal. We have no coal. Yeah. We smashed through the coal. I think what's happened is... Since we managed to get so many people to work at the steel factory, that they basically just pummeled through the iron and coal. So yeah, we worked through a backlog. We just can't get enough iron and coal right now. Well, that's annoying. When you spin the camera this way, you can't go off the edge of the map. I think we can probably belt a load of coal in from somewhere else. That too far? Yeah, according to this, there's some rich seam of coal below us. Somewhere. There you go. The problem is, if you want to establish like coal out here, you're going to have to build residents out here. They won't have access to the hospital or the shops, so potentially you've got to build all of that stuff and have its own town just to look after the coal mine, and then you can belt it. You don't need another coal mine. Are you sure about that? We're importing coal, dude. How else can we get coal? You need to improve the old one. How? some coal here. Ooh, there's coal here, and it's not too far away from that. The workers are right next... How can I improve this? We've got 3 residential blocks working next door to the coal mine. How can I make that more efficient? %. 33. Where the workers should go only from that 3 buildings. They're assigned to only go there. What does that get us? 27, 28. So have 2 more coal mines here. And then we just need to get all the workers from here to here and then belt this into that. Each tram can take 90 passengers per tram. I don't understand what you're saying. Right now we have these guys working in here. They need 200 people per coal mine. We're going to need a big town. Well, the tram takes 90 people. The bus, that bus takes 135. So why is the tram better? Aggregates, conveyor. Right, so there's 4 potential inputs, so we can get some out of here. Imperius, thank you for 75 months. Jesse Juice, thank you for 27. Rachel T, thank you for 31. Not around much, but I still sub as you deserve it. On One Way to Truckfest, Rachel. Thank you very much. Indeed, Imperius, indeed. Conveyor tower with no road connections. Oh, you scumbag, it's pointing the wrong way. Is it overloaded with input? I don't know. Is it? Let's have a look. I would say not. I would say it's pretty far off overloaded. No, not that one. I didn't want that one. No, 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 no. Oh, of course. Yeah, Captain Flint. I'm not really sure where that comes from. Coal ore. It's just coal, isn't it? So now we're going to get a lot more people working here. And we also need to shuttle them over there. So I'm thinking we have some more apartment blocks around here. They can all walk over there and get the bus. And this will need to... Maybe what we do is we have a second bus stop, one that feeds that thing. Big bus stop there. What, you mean at the main town, or? That's a poor mine. Okay. 28%, 33%, it'll do. So I'm thinking we drop off like that. So basically walk into each one. Yeah, I can't get a better quality mine, unfortunately. That's all we got round here. But I was also told by some people that the quality doesn't really matter. So, who knows? Right, anyway, so it is 3 o'clock, so I'm going to save that. Saturday stream 2. There we go. I'm going to take a break for an hour, and when I come back, we're going to build a nice bus station. We're going to add a load of residential areas here. We've got the shops for it, so we'll build another mini town up here, and we'll get people up there. And try and improve the coal situation, and then maybe we'll try and sort the iron situation out somewhere else. But thanks for watching. Hope you had fun. Thanks for hanging out. If you're back in an hour's time, I shall see you then. If you're heading out, have a great evening. But that is it for me for an hour. Back at 4 PM. Take it easy, guys. Bye for now.